Paul McWhorter's Raspberry Pico W lessons at the moment, and we're on lesson number 25, and he wanted us to draw a circle on an OLED display. All very simple. First of all, you have to import the the library to handle it, and you want to just import the SSD 1306_I2C, and I thought I would see what this had in it. So here we go, and you go down here, and here we go. That's the one we're using. It doesn't have a lot in it, and that is because it's inheriting from the standard SSD 1306. So we'll go back and we'll have a look at that, which is there. And as you can see, it's got power off, power on, invert, show, no drawing methods. So this needs closer inspection. It's inheriting everything from frame buff, because up here you import frame buff. Right, so I thought I would have a quick look on the documentation. I don't normally look at documentation. This is from the docs at McWhorterPython.org, and I found frame buff, and you have where you declare, you construct it, primitive shapes. You can draw a pixel, horizontal line, vertical line, a line joining 2 points together, rectangle, ellipse. Ellipse would be useful because, as we all know, a circle is just a special case of an ellipse. And they also have polygon there as well, and I thought that would all be useful. So I went back into here, and I thought I would have a look to see what was in it. So if we, in the shell, we open the shell, and oh, here's what I've done earlier. I just imported that, and then I did a directory on it to see what you had in it. And fill, rect, H-line, invert. No, not a sign of circle or ellipse or anything. So my hopes were dashed, because they said that McWhorterPython.org said that it was implemented, but it isn't implemented. So no worries, I have to do it myself, which is probably the better way to do it anyway. So we'll get rid of that, and we'll go into my program, which is all very simple. I've just defined the width and the height and the radius of the circle. The title is My Circles, and I've written two functions here. One to draw a circle, and it means that you, for degrees in the range 0 to 360, I'm drawing, putting 1 pixel to draw the circle like that. Whoops, in a circle. And the way I do it is I've just used trigonometry, because you know that you've got the hypotenuse of the right angled triangle, which is the radius, and you've got the degree there, because that's what you're stepping through, and then you can just go use sine and cos of the degree multiplied by the radius, and then you'll get the coordinates of your xy coordinates of that, which you have to add to your base point, which is the center of the screen. That's all very simple. I'll go into the draw radius one later. Right, so we'll just demonstrate this. So if I go into this, I will pick up, just copy that, copy, paste. Right, here's my little display. It would help to show the camera. Right, there's my display. We'll run the little program, and it says my circles, difficult to read, and oops, gone, and it was a circle. That's all fine and dandy. So we'll get rid of that bit, and we'll go to the other sample code. Next one, display that. Go back into the demo, paste that in. Oh, incidentally, I can't think in radians. I had to do it in degrees, and then I had to convert it into radians because that's what it expected. But I think it's because I'm old. I don't know about radians. Right, we'll run this program, and that just showed. Oh, gone. It started off at 0, and gradually it gets bigger, it stays there, and then it goes. And that's all very simple, that code there. We'll get rid of that one, and we'll go back into the next bit. Right, display a filled circle. Copy that. And we'll run it. And this time it starts from 0 and it goes up to 20. And then it will go 5 seconds later. That's all very easy. Now, in this, if you put the OLED.show in the loop of drawing the circles, it means that's when you see it getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But if you have the OLED.show outside the loop, I will show you. It will just show you the final result, which is fine. So I'll put it back to how it was. Then I've written something else. Next one. This is the inverse of that, really. Once you've drawn your circle, it means you can get rid of it again. So we'll copy that, put that in there. It's all just using the circle function, so it's quite easy. Right, that's as before, it gets bigger, 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 and then it shrinks to nothing. Well, get rid of those. What else do I have up my sleeve? Display a filled circle alternative method. Because intuitively, I was thinking if you want to have a filled circle, you just draw a circle of the radius 20 and 19 and 18 and 17 and it will fill it up. But there is another way to do it. If you draw a line, well, I'll show you what it was. I wrote another function which was just draw the radius. So if you keep drawing the radius from 0 to 360 degrees, it ought to produce a jolly nice circle, filled circle. So we'll try that, and I'll put that in there, copy, put it in the dummy program there, oops, No, it wants to be there. Paste it in. And we'll run this. Now this time it's just doing the radius, so it gradually goes round and round and round and round and round and round. And I don't know, I would say that this method should be quicker than the other method, apart from the fact that I'm just showing it, I'm displaying every step, because you're only doing this 4 degrees in range 0 to 360 once, as opposed to having to do it for every single circle that you're doing. And I've put a line in there, that OLED dot show, in the draw radius thing. If I take that out, then there it is. It just does it like that. So who knows, I haven't done any timings or anything to see which method is better, but I just have played around with things. And of course, if you're drawing a circle like that, you could actually have something that looks like a fan going round and round, or I don't know, and you can play around with the circle thing. So instead of drawing a circle going from 0 to 20 pixels, you could start it from 10 and 20, which means you've got a big fat ring. There's so many things that I didn't want to bore you all by explaining everything. So that's my program.